I mean, are you surprised? Really?
Oh, I'm so awkward. I'm so awkward.
All right, it's another day, and I've pulled the engine out of the truck, and I'm going to show you why. Basically what's going to happen now is I'm going to pull this thing completely down and make sure it's even worth my time to do any of this to. And as long as I can get away with like putting bearings and maybe rings in it, we're going to build an engine. Not anything spicy. That cam's probably going to go in because I definitely don't have the money to put a honker cam in it. So let me show you why I ended up doing this. All right, so obviously the cam bearings are gone. They're pretty hashed. So the one all the way in the back here that you can't see because I don't have any light, in order to do that one, this freeze plug has to come out. And that freeze plug is inside the bell housing. So I wouldn't have, yeah, maybe I could have pushed it out the back, but I would not have been able to get it back in without the engine being out of the truck. So in order to do the cam bearings, the engine does have to be out. So I'm going to completely tear this down. I want to look at the main bearings. I want to check out the heads, check out the rod bearings and all that. I'm sure I'm going to have to, stone hone the cylinder bores and all that. And probably put rings in it. Plus, I just want to clean it up. This thing's real f***ing scongy, and I don't like the Earls. So I got to figure out how to drain the oil out of this because I didn't do it before I pulled the motor. And then we're going to start doing the manifolds. I'm going to probably put headers on this because I don't want to put these on, and I'm trying to get rid of some certain equipment. So we're going to drain it, pull the headers, pull the heads, and then we can flip it over and pull the pan and start trying to get the rest of this stuff out. I have not done this before, so this is going to be interesting. There we go. Yeah, that's mostly coolant. Nice. Oh, good. Oh, it's already broken. Great. That's cool. Yeah, that's heavy. Just put this down here for now. Let me do that other side, and then we can start trying to yank these heads off. All right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 head bolts that I'm using a 19 for. I don't know what size they're supposed to be. I don't know if there's an actual sequence that I'm supposed to take these off in. I'm sure there is, but I'm not doing it. I hope I don't break any of these. Oh, that's a long one. I'll leave that in there for a second and see how long the rest of these are. All right, it looks like the top guys are long. Okay, top ones are long, bottom ones are short. Doesn't look like any of these go through any coolant. Oh, that one's a little bit longer. Didn't break any though. Okay. take this off. Do I need a mallet? Or can I just lift it? I think I'm going to need a mallet. So I might actually put one of these back in just to catch it, because I know that I have dainty, fragile hands. Just want to put that in a little bit. There we go. All right, I think it's off. I'm gonna lift it first. There we go. Okay. Take that guy back out, and then get to struggle to carry this over to the bench because I know it's going to weigh a ton. Alright, turn this around. That was huge. Okay. All right, let's take a peek inside of these bores and see what's going on here. I'll take this gasket off. Gasket was good for the most part. Held up. I'm not seeing any breaks or anything. But not that I'd have any idea what I'm looking at, because I don't typically do things with head gaskets. I'll just put that over there for now. And let's take a peek in these bores. Some of these still have some crosshatch in them. But there's weird like scraping in the sides. So that's interesting. Let me get you in here, show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so we've got these off. And, hold on, I apparently don't know how to use a flashlight. And you can kind of see the cross-hatching in there a little bit. Maybe you kind of see. On this guy, though, you can see those kind of like ghosty marks, straight marks there. That's splitting up the cross-hatching. This one's got it too. So that's interesting. I'm going to ask my buddy Dave if he's ever seen that before. And you know, what to expect. So I'm going to pull that head off. And then maybe take some pictures and run next door to Dave and see what he thinks. And then we will carry on. All right. So we got this upside down. I think these are all 13s that go around this. I think. How y'all doing? You doing good? Huh? You all right? You having a good time? What are we stuck to? What's happening? What's that there? What is that? Oh. Oh, good. There's all kinds of barren material in here. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, that's not good. Let me wipe off my hands and I'll show you the sparkle party. All right, so at first I saw all of these flakies down here. And then I was looking in here and I went, ooh! Ooh! Yeah, that's a problem. Okay, great. Well, all right, I've got the oil pickup and pump off, nothing too dramatic there. So now I can start trying to pull all of this apart. I did try to rotate it some, and it just locked up on me, and I think some like bearing material got stuck somewhere. So I'm gonna try to, you know, kind of just move it back and forth with my hands, kind of, because I was trying to turn it with this, and it locked up, so I got to go back the other way. Anyway, I think I'm going to pull the rod caps off first before I do the main caps, so that I can maybe try to lift the crank out of here. Or do I have to pull the pistons out first? I don't know, man. I ain't never done this before. So I'm going to do the caps. I was getting ready to mark these, but it seems that they're already marked. 1, 2, that's a little hard to see on that one, but there is a punched 2 on the rod and the cap, and then so on and so forth. So to help kind of keep everything together, I got to try to make space somewhere to put these pieces. I may have to move the kettle and everything that I have over here just to keep it all together, so that I can, you know, do that. However, it is getting close to taco time, so I may do the tacos first, and then when we come back, I will start disassembling this. Got all the rod caps off. The bearings don't look too bad. There's definitely some wear, and some of it isn't great, but like I've definitely seen worse. So now we can take these big honkers off, and I can try to lift the crank out of there. Not that I have any idea where I'm going to put it once I pull it out. So that's the next struggle to get through. All right, I got a feeling that those are probably 19s, maybe. Yep, or whatever, you know, SAE size that is. So we'll start with the first one. Crank looks good. Bearing looks great too. That's good. That doesn't look bad. Okay. All right, so all the bearings look pretty consistent. I'm going to wipe those off and really check, but depending on the cost, I may just replace them just because I'm here. I might as well, you know. But all the surfaces here look pretty good. You know. It's all nice. So now we get to lift that big bastard out of there. I'm probably just going to put it on the ground for now, just while I'm, you know, looking at stuff. I'll probably end up putting it back in here because it's honestly the best place for it to go. So yeah, let me try to lift this out of here. It's going to be heavy. Might have to find a position that works too. So, all right, let me noodle that out. I should be able to pick you up from here, right? Yes. Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh. Now I can start trying to get these out of here. rings aren't bad. Piston's still in good shape. Interested to know how these pins are supposed to come out. There's no like retaining clip or anything, so that's interesting. Oh, there's a little bit of copper coming through this guy. All right, so that's number one, right? All right, let me carry on getting these out of here, and I'll take a peek at stuff afterwards. All right, so all these bearings actually look pretty good, you know. There's a couple of the rod bearings where the copper is starting to come through, but for the most part, everything looks not bad. I asked my buddy Dave to come over and give me a second opinion. Even the crank looks pretty good, you know, but I want to have him eyeball it and maybe measure it and make sure stuff's good. Honestly, to me, this looks like an engine that has 120K on it, so, you know. All right, that's probably going to do it for this episode. I'm still waiting on my buddy Dave to come over and give me a second opinion, but I'm fairly confident. Everything looks pretty good. You know, the bearings look like they have about 120,000 miles on them. So I think I should be able to get away with just putting bearings and rings in it. I forgot to look up the cost of rings. I need to go back and do that. And slapping it back together. So I know I said this the last time, but hopefully next time we'll be putting this back together. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like, leave a comment, share with your friends. You can follow me on Instagram at WickedWorks, and I will see you at the next one. Okay, bye.